Hi.
Hi.
Well, welcome back, and I'm here with Chrissy Hale.
Hi, I'm Chrissy Hale.
Yes. And she's been taking a couple of different courses over a period of, I guess you took a class a while ago.
Yes.
And I told you about one that I do personally, and because the other one was more Joe's program.
Yes, we met through a mutual friend.
Right. Yes. And now, since you've come to the one, I guess we did one with Norbert, one with myself.
Yes.
What have you noticed?
Well, I'm not going to exaggerate. It's really been life-changing, Ellen. It really has been, and I really want to get the message out that we really don't have to live in anxiety and depression or any of that. You really just have to reach inside, and Ellen has shown me how to do that when I first came to you. You know, I have kids and pressure and whatnot.
Sure.
And it was a meditation that we did, a group meditation.
Yeah.
And what was the gentleman's name? I can't remember.
Oh, Norbert, Reverend Norbert Launcher.
Incredible.
Yeah, he's
incredible.
Gorgeous.
It was the Violet Flame, the Violet Flame meditation.
And it just so happened you were reading about that. And so when I called you and said we were doing this program, it was like that synchronicity that it's like, really, instead of it just being in books, you were able to actually experience it.
Yes.
So it was that on a whole new level that kind of you were able to integrate it in your life more.
Yeah, I actually was preparing. I had read about the Violet Flame, and it was just so interesting to me. And I really wanted to prepare to do this meditation. I've been meditating for a little while, and I was preparing for it where our emotions are energy. When you think of a thought, something good or bad, our body reacts to that. If you think of a negative thought, your body is going to react to that.
Very powerful thoughts.
Yes. Absolutely.
And we were talking about that in the program.
Yeah.
And it was just the most incredible, thrilling thing to hear you after the class, and when you spoke to me, and it was like I was in tears on how happy you sounded.
It was like,
and I mean, if you were able to share the shift that you felt just from that one class that we did with the Violet Flame, which is basically you understanding how to access a power within yourself.
Okay. Well, basically, with meditating to the Violet Flame, the only way I could describe feeling is, and I'm a spiritual person, but I'm not a religious person, is being filled with spirit. I truly felt filled with spirit. I was overcome by such joy and peace that this meditation had brought, that it was truly transforming, that I was able to carry with me this incredible feeling of joy, that I was able to see the beauty in everything and appreciate the beauty in everything in one night.
So in other words, like, how would you react prior to? And like, what is different? I mean, you're seeing the beauty, but when you're living your life, I mean, did anybody notice anything different?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so, because basically we create our own energy. If something were to go wrong, let's say, like before coming here, I couldn't find the car keys.
Right.
I may call my best friend up, oh, you're not going to believe what happened. I can't find my car keys, and all this drama and negative emotion.
Right.
It's just the way you look at things. Now when I lose my car keys, I think, well, what message is it?
Right.
You know, and you've helped me understand that, because there's always messages that are being given from the other side.
Constantly. And what do we want to magnify? Do we want to magnify things not happening the way we think it should be happening, or understand that it's happening divinely because we're meant to slow down and understand something else?
Yes, I think that it just goes beyond our comprehension what the universe is trying to get across to us. There's a plan where you all have a life purpose. I've actually even discovered my life purpose since meeting Ellen, which is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, it's just a matter of having this peace that we are souls having a human experience. And it was the other way around before.
So in other words, you felt more that the universe and the world was creating your reality, and now you see that you're creating your reality.
Yeah, absolutely. If there is a situation that I feel stressed over, I just look at it a little bit differently, and it's just the way we look at things, and that's how the universe wants. for us to be happy,
Right.
and for us to be fulfilled.
Oh, I love
Right?
that.
And
to choose that happiness.
Yes.
Like today. I mean, look how gorgeous the snow is.
Gorgeous out.
It's magical. It's mystical. And,
Yeah.
and so is our lives if we choose to live that way.
Absolutely. I never liked the winter before. I never liked being this. I wouldn't want to drive here. I'd be like, oh, look at how dark this day is. It's a gorgeous day out.
so
The
beautiful.
snow and the beauty is everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere to enjoy.
Aw.
And that's just what it's a matter of, choosing our thoughts and knowing that that there's a divine presence all around us. All around
And
us.
are you saying things a little differently now? Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Absolutely. I just feel that there is a higher frequency. And you've been a really great example of that. She's always so positive. Even the words that I see that you express, I realize that when you're positive and you choose your words carefully, because everything comes from a thought.
Yes.
Thoughts leads to
Our realities.
and reality and
Yeah.
action. So we
Yeah,
just have
absolutely.
to not only choose our thoughts positively, but speak them positively
Right.
at a higher frequency.
Yeah, coming from our hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just love and forgiveness and appreciation is at a higher frequency.
And then it was really fun on how you had mentioned after the program that we did together. And you had said that you experienced something that you've just read about.
Yeah.
Right? Connecting to our higher vibration.
Yes. Absolutely incredible. Really, it's truly what I've only just read about. We've all had experiences with the other side, whether someone's passed on and we see a butterfly and, there's mom.
Right.
And it is. It's gone so much further than that. I met with Ellen, and it was fantastic. We were just having fun. There was 3 of us. It was like a goddess night,
It was
right?
a goddess night. We were playing with energy, reading different things.
It was
going through
incredible.
dimensional. Oh, Chrissy, everything that you're saying really touches my heart, but it's getting a little chilly out
It is.
here. So you know what? Why don't we go inside?
Sounds good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so come join us inside and we're going to finish up the convo. Thanks for sharing. We'll be right with you. Ciao. Wow, much warmer in here.
Yeah, it's very beautiful in here. Gorgeous home.
Thank you, thank you. So, what you were before, you were mentioning that you felt during the second time you saw us, the class, we did the meditation.
Yes.
And with that meditation, you were able to understand what dimensional energy was.
Oh, yeah.
You were able to feel it, experience it, connect with it. And it was wild because when I spoke to you on the phone a few days later, you said you still felt it over your head. Like you're able just to connect with it.
It was amazing.
Yeah?
It really was. When we had gone through the meditation,
Right.
what I had explained to Ellen, how I felt during the meditation was elevated. My soul was elevated, and I became aware of as I had described, a current of souls above our head. Just right up above our head, just being in contact, in touch, feeling close to this current of souls, just another dimension, another plane, that they're all around us.
Yes,
You know,
absolutely.
but-
You know, it's like understanding dimensional energy. So when you're in a low ebb, you're focusing on the things that doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
And the more you raise your vibration, the more you're living at a higher consciousness, a higher essence, a higher connection. So when you're vibrating, you just feel an essence of joy, an essence of peace, an essence of just knowing everything is going to flow.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically what I felt came away with, was feeling that everything was fine. Everything is always going to be fine, because it's just, there's so much more out there that to experience. After the meditation,
Yeah.
I felt connected to this current of soul where I was able to tap into it. I felt elated afterwards, just this overwhelming feeling of joy. And knowing that I could tap into it any time, and anyone can.
Absolutely.
Anyone can.
Absolutely. Yeah, then I was also saying to you that most people don't even have the understanding that it's there for them.
Yes.
You know, it's like hitting different higher realms of like angelic realms of inner knowing. You know, of
Yeah.
that faith that everything is going to happen. And so what's really nice is now when I see you, it's like you're always excited about life.
Every day, it's not a matter of what do I have to do. It's, I'm so excited about this day. I wonder what's going to happen. It's
Right.
exciting to just and my plans. This is great. You know, I'm just very grateful for this life. And that's what we should all be, is grateful.
And it's not just looking at life through rosy glasses, because most people say, you know, they're just in this rosy-colored glasses. They're not in their reality. And it's actually, you're more in the reality because you're more in control of your life. You're not just sitting back and waiting for life to... some people could say,
We're making it happen.
We're making it happen.
Yeah, and everyone can.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just... Again, just to be able to know that, thinking positively, connecting with the spirits, knowing that they're all around us, knowing that there's a higher plane of just our thoughts, vibrating at a higher frequency.
You're nailing it.
So,
You're nailing it. It's actually quite simple, but people make things really complicated.
Yes.
And to realize that at the classes, at the programs, you're at a place where it's so clear to I guess basically that what everything we're speaking of.
Yeah.
You know, so So on every Tuesday, if your heart desires, we're here for you, and we will be via web eventually. But at this point, if you want to come experience, a beautiful understanding of higher consciousness, and to allow your spirit to soar in an incredible meditation.
Absolutely.
And and
I think it's what everyone is looking for. It's just peace.
Just to feel good. Yeah.
Just feel good.
Aww. Well, love and blessings, and thank you for your input, and thank you for sharing the classes with us, and thank everybody for listening.
Oh, well, thank you, Ellen, and thank you, everyone. I'm just very grateful to be here. So.
As I am. It's fantastic. Thank you. Namaste. Until later. Well, we're back.
Hi.
Welcome back. and now we're going to really talk about a segment pertaining holistic healing. I think that there are so many people around us that have such a healing quality to them, you know, and some people don't even realize and how they can utilize it in their life now. In the sense of we're always so busy, but just taking a moment to honor people in our lives, or even honor ourselves.
Yeah.
Right? Because
that's healing.
A lot of us, no matter what we're feeling, we're gonna push through it. Especially women, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some men too. But when your body is feeling tired, or there's something hurting, it's because our body's saying, I need some love right now. I need to have some deep breaths, recenter, maybe get lost in a TV show and just close my mind off because I got too much going on. It's not a bad thing to shut down. And I think a lot of people feel, if I don't keep going, I'm not gonna get it all done. Or right?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. You know, you gotta try to keep up with the grind, and then you kind of lose that time for yourself.
Or the quality of life.
Quality of life, yeah.
Right? Well, you're not smelling the roses. You're not appreciating, really connecting to the people around you. You know, you start becoming in your own zone.
Yeah.
A disconnected place. And the more you realize, allowing yourself to take that time. If you keep doing something, then you make it weak, and then you can create an illness. And then again, that illness is just saying, I need to honor me. We were talking earlier about chakras, right? We were talking about our crown chakra, and that's our connection to all that is. And we were talking about our third eye, and our third eye has to do with that aspect of...
looking within.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Yes. That looking within, you know, and trusting that inner knowing. Yes, we have the gut, but it also, your energetic body also works with another aspect of ourselves. I mean, the chakras are great, but we have a thing called the pineal gland. Are you guys in tune with the pineal?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we have different energy centers, but with our pineal gland, if we are eating a lot of toxic things, connecting to toxic people, breathing chemicals, eating things that are preservatives. There are so many different elements that can kind of create where the pineal's not functioning up to snuff. And then the pineal also has to do with that innate knowing and like that third eye, you know. And so it's a deeper aspect of why aren't I in tune? You know, how come some people can hear things and other people can't? It's taking the time to tune in, to energetically connect, and to make sure that your body's working optimally. You know, so if we can do different things to detox ourselves. I mean, at the spa we do detox foot baths. You could drink green tea. Sure. You could drink water. You could surround yourself with positive people. You could start taking the chemicals out of your environment. You could start...
and that all helps with intuition and opening up the third eye.
And getting the pineal working the way it's supposed to. It's kind of like you have a computer that's kind of like jammed up.
Sure.
And
to do with the sludge.
Yeah, clean it out so it's functioning the way it's supposed to be.
Control, Alt, Delete.
Yeah. I love the delete because we used to always talk about the delete. That are...
Yeah, when you say something that's negative or when you catch it, you just, delete it.
Delete it.
So whether it's something you say or something you think. Yeah, because those things vibrate the universe and create our reality.
Wow, I got locked out of my house. Well, what does this mean? There has to be a message.
It's realizing that you have a choice. You can say, oh my God, I'm going to call that girlfriend and I'm going to, I can't believe what I did. Oh my God, what I did again. I need to be somewhere. Why aren't I there?
That negative energy.
Yeah. Or I'm not going to get caught up of something I would normally do and say, okay, I know it's around here somewhere. I drove here. Right?
It's not a catastrophe.
and then, you relax and then you find it.
Yeah. Just things seem to flow so much better that way.
So
it's amazing because
much better.
that's how it wasn't that way before. With me, it was, you take the good and the bad, and when the bad comes, it's, why is this happening? And,
Or the panic.
Yeah, the panic, the anxiety, just the stress in life, the gut feeling, right here, like you were saying, with the spiritual, the chakras up above connects us to the divine.
Spirit, yes, exactly.
And down below
is your emotional body or the experiences that you created as you were incarnated on this earth.
See now, if before with being anxious, it would always be right here.
Sure, how
those
I feel.
Butterflies.
Yeah, those nerves.
And now they're gone.
Yeah,
now they're gone.
Because the more you can honor why it's happening, it dissipates. Yeah.
And it's such a strange feeling not to have those butterflies in my stomach, like, wow, I actually feel good. I don't feel stress. I don't feel anxiety.
We were just doing a program before we started the show, and the program we were just talking about family members and things that they're feeling and the things that I'm feeling. And we were talking about, like, in other words, Italian people are prone to have heart attacks because of their belief system. Sure. The Italian people, you're killing me here,
Yeah, or that deep-set loyalty. I'm never going to talk to them again.
Right, exactly.
Because, they hurt someone I love, and, absolutely.
And your heart, the way it feels, you're shutting down certain things, you're getting excited about certain things, and that affects that organ or that area. We were talking about your mom, you were talking about the colon, and it's kind of like holding on to the way she feels, the way she thinks. Is that still serving her? We always have those things about letting go, you know, and okay, yeah, it's easy for you to let it go, but if you realize that holding on to things from the past are hurting you, and then maybe to find a way to feel a little better, so you're not helping somebody feel more secure about themselves, saying different things that you look great today. I like the way you're doing that. Positive reinforcement, helping somebody.
Makes a difference.
It makes such a difference.
Absolutely.
And you see somebody's energetic body shift from somebody like, oh, starting to smile because someone's noticing me and loving me and appreciating me.
And it's that energy that we're creating, that positive energy, the dynamics that we create in our life.
Yeah, yeah.
It's absolutely amazing.
It's a silly thing. It's like when someone goes, oh, I stubbed my toe, right? And I'm like, wow, okay. So to me, you know, I'm thinking, okay, which toe, what foot, you know.
To try to decipher.
To understand why it happened.
Yeah.
Because people go, oh, there was something in the way. It wasn't about the thing that was in the way that created that synergy of energy to happen. That synergy of happen is, okay, that's my connection to my earth. Okay? My feet. Do I feel safe? Do I feel secure? I stubbed my toe, so that's, the toe is what supports me. So if it's your big toe, depending on what side. So in other words, if it's this side, your left is your female, the right is the male. So if it's your big toe, maybe I'm not feeling supported from a man in my life as I take the steps I take in my life, you know?
Sure.
And normally it's like, woof, right on. You know, it's like kind of like when you pick up an angel card, you pick up a card, and it always says what you want to hear, what you need to hear at that moment.
Yes.
It's like the universe showing you a message, you know, and it's going to hurt until you get it. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so to make it stop hurting, it is taking that energetic time where it could be a healer or an intuitive, or it could be teaching somebody to do it for themselves. To say, wow, you know what? I know that when I walk in that door, right away, that person's going to pick on the way I look. Did I get this done? How to, you know, critique me and beat me up. So that could be a reason why I'm afraid to walk into the door, because that dad, that husband, that teacher, or whatever it is going to, you know.
Yeah.
So if we don't think that way, if we go, let him say what he wants.
Let him say what he wants.
There you go. So where we were before.
The pineal.
Yes, exactly. We were talking about the pineal gland and how important it is to even energetically set the intention of raising the vibration in your hands and activating it, magnifying the third eye and the pineal to heighten your own, you know, knowing, consciousness. With our intentions, we can create any reality we want, you know. So if our reality is to be a healer, then what do we want to do? We want to be divinely guided to and to magnify our own inner knowing, so we can trust it to the highest level to connect with what someone needs for the highest and best. And then we were talking about, then it goes into like Archangel Michael and the healing aspect of speaking our truth. And we were talking that when you, you're talking from a place that is how you want to be projected, you know? So speaking from that perspective, it is powerful. In other words, speaking from your heart, what was that?
Letting go of fear.
Oh my God, yeah. And intuitively becoming in tune to when you are speaking or starting to speak about something you don't want to project, right? Because we always want to be conscious of what we're thinking or saying. So and that's when we have that delete, you know, right? When we start to say things that doesn't resonate with the life we want to live. And then we can go into, I was saying about the Archangel Michael, the blue color, our high heart, and then our soul essence, our heart, which is genuinely, normally it's green, you know, and you think of Raphael, you think of healing, in other words, when you think of the essence of your soul, your vibrational light, you know, you can also envision that soul aspect of your heart, magnifying, projecting in all directions. When you come into a room, that you're projecting what you want to project, love, people have said when I come into a room, you can feel that energy. And so the thing is, what energy do I want to project? Do I want to project, oh, that son of a bitch is going to be in there. that feeling that you feel when you're angry, people feel it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, just walking into a store, if you're greeted by a friendly face and a nice smile, it just puts like a different, you just feel more at ease. You feel the positive vibe in the air. I mean, of course, someone who's negative, it's so, you feel that too. And I certainly don't want to put out any negativity.
Never, ever.
Yeah, and I think none of us really want to do, intentionally.
Right.
But I guess that's where
But if you're thinking and focusing that the world is a terrible place and I'm a victim to it, and no matter what move I make, it's not going to be safe, you're going to find yourself tripping up, and you're going to find yourself not enjoying life.
Yeah, and isn't that where the universe pretty much gives us what we want? And if we're saying that the world is a terrible place, that the universe is that's what it's going to show us.
Right, so it's going to unfold.
It's going to unfold in that direction.
Right, that people aren't treating you right.
That's what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Who wants that?
Yeah. So. And you go a little bit lower, and this is known as, this is your yellow aspect of yourself. It's how I see myself. So it's your mirror aspect. I see myself as beautiful. I see myself as not enough. I see myself as God's gift to earth. In other words, how you project yourself, how you see yourself, normally when I project myself, I want to project myself of an aspect of God's light, in a very soft, positive way. But if you're feeling unvalued, or you feel feeling sad. Yeah. In other words, that's again where you hold that energy. If you're feeling afraid or anxiety, the hind hernia. You go a little lower. It's your personal passion. Are you living your truth? Are you doing the things that make you happy? Do you feel stuck? Do you feel if you feel angry, that's when that bubbling starts happening. So realizing that everything is in alignment. And then we go a little lower, and then we have our base. That's by our hips. And the front is the future. Our body itself is the now. And then behind us, like our lower back or something like that, is our past. So understanding, what if your lower back hurts, what am I holding on to?
So, let's begin the conversation again.
Okay. Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm here with Eddie Rockin' Riveria, and he's been doing some exciting projects. You're on your second film.
Yeah. Well, basically, we're still on our actual first film, which was The Streets One.
Okay.
Now, The Streets One, I was forced to do some favors and certain things that I really didn't want to include in the film. But I did include it.
To make other people happy.
To make other people happy. Now, people did enjoy the film.
Right.
But I know that
it wasn't what you really envisioned.
Exactly. Like, I could make it a lot stronger. So I'm more excited now about the Streets director's cut.
Okay.
The Streets, a film of controversy.
Okay.
Which is going to actually replace The Streets One.
Okay.
The director's cut, I've included more of the mob. So now we've gone more on that avenue also. So not only do we have the street kids,
Right.
You know, we don't have. And
Now you have that Guido flair.
Right. Right.
With some of these exciting actors. Tell us about the actors.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've added Scott McManus.
Right.
What's the matter?
No, because these guys, like, they act like they got bigger balls than me. You know what I mean? Mine are just located in a different spot.
And they look better.
I know, and they feel better, probably, you know? So what's up, honey?
Not for much, kiddo.
You gonna do a shower with me?
Let's do it.
All right, I got something special.
You always got something special.
All right, let's see.
Right. Now the first one you had Chi-Chi, right?
Exactly.
Right.
And Chi-Chi's still in this one.
Okay.
But I added Scott McManus, which I went to school with. We both went to Sachem North and everything. Awesome guy.
Right.
It's so funny with Scott because as soon as I saw Scotty again,
Right.
I was like, he's going to be perfect. Because he has like that suave type of attitude and all that kind of stuff.
Which goes along with
Which goes along with what we're working on.
Right.
And then it was so funny because I had Frank Correa with me also. And what happened with Frankie was that Frankie was actually supposed to get killed off.
Okay.
But when I saw the actor that he was and what he brought to the camera and everything, immediately I told Kern, we're not killing him off.
Gun!
You know? And honestly, I think that was great. Because between putting Frankie together, Scotty together, Dan Romano, who plays Big Tony.
I want one dead. I want him fucking dead. And we're not delivering the girl to the fucking Chinese.
Right.
Which is the boss. Jerry DeLeo, which is, he's awesome. I call him Slim Sonny. The reason why I call him that is because every time that Jerry is coming into action, the person has a slim chance.
You fuck Tony with the cars, you fucking snitch. Move.
If you know what I mean.
I do.
Exactly. So he's slim.
So the more you watch the second movie, this new director's cut, the more you're just going to be so taken in with the new energy to it.
Yeah, it has more energy. I also like John Butera.
Right.
Tracy.
Right.
Who's actually a big comedian now. He works very hard. Him along with Rich Walker, Pat Marone.
No, you're not that funny. You're never that funny.
Well, what makes you think you're so fucking funny?
I didn't come up with the waitress theory. You did.
That was a theory?
I don't know what the hell it was.
What are you, an authority on waitresses now?
You know, these are different people that I've already I've already included in the streets.
Right.
He plays Mickey, John Butera.
Right.
And John Butera is, along with David Paul, is really like Dan Romano's right-hand man.
Thanks, asshole.
I'm gonna fucking kill that cop.
I wish.
Frank Correa and Scott McManus, I call them the Gunsmoke Brothers.
Okay.
That's why he's Tommy Gunsmokes. Those two are basically like that team, you know, and it's good because they all come together to create their own feel and their own characters.
Yeah, no, there's a definite magic to them all being together.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they have a certain thing about them. And then I was listening. I was very excited because then I bought on Al Gomez.
You know, that prick Tony always says he's going to be here at a certain time, and he's always late.
I bought on, what's his name, Carmine Cardona. Great guy also.
I think he's going to be right on time if everything goes as planned.
And it was so cool bringing them on because they're basically playing like the mobsters from New Jersey.
Right.
Okay? So I brought another friend of mine. She's awesome. Joyce DeWitt. She's really... She actually acted with, I think it was Denzel Washington and American Gangster.
You guys all get along, don't you?
It's in our nature.
It's the name of the game.
So everybody's going to connect with all these different actors. They're going to feel like they know them already.
Right. And not only that, but you have to remember a lot of my actors that are in the Streets Director's Cut,
Right.
a lot of them are now also in The Irishman with Al Pacino, you know, Robert De Niro, and Pesci.
Right.
So, you know, it's a good feeling to know that these guys have all moved on to different things and they're working on different projects and all that kind of stuff. Even my good friend Robert Finero is also in The Irishman. And you know, he was on The Soprano for a lot of years.
A lot of years, it's true.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Same thing with Artie Pasquale. He's an awesome guy. Artie is actually working with John Gallagher.
Fantastic.
Yeah, in Sarah Q, the new movie that he's working on. Remember?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's working on his movie.
So the magic of all these different people playing this in the Streets 2, or is it Streets 1 Director's Cut?
Well, Streets 1 Director's Cut is where I added the whole mob type of feel for everybody and stuff, because I felt that we were missing an element and we needed to include that element.
Right.
Because you have to remember something, along with them, you know, you got the corrupted congressmen.
Right,
you know, you got your corrupted cops. Oh shit, I forgot I told him.
So it just feels so real.
Yeah, it just feels, if you come to look at it, it just feels like real life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In general and stuff like that. So I can't really, how can I say? I can't complain. I get good people behind me.
Right.
A lot of work.
Oh, obviously, I keep saying that you're very, very busy.
Yeah.
So everybody's going to experience the you have a showing coming up.
Right. I'm either going to throw in, like I told you, late March.
Right.
We haven't set a date yet, or early April. I haven't set a date yet, so I'm not sure, because you got Easter, you got different things and that. So I just want to make sure that when I do it, that everybody is coming down to this one.
It's going to be amazing. You know what? I have a feeling that we'll be able to put a little clip at the end of this so people can get a little flavor of some of these incredible actors that you're working with.
Of what we've been working on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me tell you something. I always say that I've been blessed.
Yes.
Because to get people to work with you and all that kind of stuff is not the easiest thing in the world.
Well, back to the magic of what it takes to make a movie come to life.
Right.
But besides coming to life, you were putting a special point on how people aren't always rooting for you. Right? And that sometimes people...
they have certain things to say. But the problem is this, that many of them that say things, you look at their project...
Oh, they come from a place of jealousy most of the time. People have to talk.
It's more of a place of jealousy, because you look at the project,
right,
and the project is like, whoa.
Yeah, it's one. You put a lot of energy into it.
But I don't say nothing about it, because I'm not like that. You know, their project.
No, anything you succeed in life is about going in a positive place.
Right.
Yeah.
Their work is their work.
Right.
My work is my work. You know what I mean? And that's the way I looked at a lot of things. At first, when you first start, it's more like you criticize certain things. You know, projects.
Well, we do that to ourselves. We criticize it.
Right.
And we're our own worst critic.
Right. Exactly.
But that makes it where knowing you spend a lot of time on what you're doing. It kind of is who you are presently. Presently, every moment you're really putting everything you got into making sure this is everything you dream it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people, when I first started doing it,
I
don't think they take you as serious. But then as they see
they don't know you yet.
Right.
Right. So
As
the more they get
see
to know you and
for
your
years,
accomplishments,
for years, and they're like, whoa.
This guy's serious.
He's serious.
Yeah.
He wants to work. He wants to do this.
This is his passion.
Yeah. You know, I've been fortunate. You know, I've been blessed. Like anything else, we all have our ups. We all have our downs.
Absolutely.
And things like that. You know. I guess we just gotta just keep going with the flow.
So what do you dream of? What do you see yourself doing in the future?
Well, what we're doing right now, of course,
Right.
is doing films, and you know, if we could get the Streets to go to at least Streets 5,
Okay.
maybe even to 10.
All the different sequels,
Different
like a
sequels.
series. You would love to see it as a movie of the week, or like a series, like a Netflix, where people are
Right.
just constantly
Netflix, where
what's
people-
happening with.
Right, where people will be enjoying it,
Yeah.
and then you bring in different talent aboard.
Right, always.
Right,
Keeping it fresh.
Right, so that way they go out there and they keep running their careers and they keep doing their things for their own lives and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, it always makes you like really happy.
Right.
Like with John Gallagher. Remember I told you that where he did the thing with the deli, and in the deli he had Ice-T in there. He had Joey from the Bronx Tales.
Right.
He had a lot of the Sopranos before the Sopranos even came out.
Right.
And I told him, I said to him, I said, dude, you know, what you did was amazing. You know, because honestly, if you really come to look at it, this guy was responsible for a lot of people's careers.
Isn't that magical when you're editing
Right.
and you're producing in such a way where you're able to get these actors to really
Right.
own their story, you know?
Yeah, and not only that, but John is also the type of guy that
character.
he likes to use his actors that he has, and you can't blame him,
Right.
because of those actors is how he keeps winning. You know what I mean?
Oh,
These guys are
sure.
all very talented actors. They know what they're doing, and he's directing them in that right path to get them going where they gotta
And they
go.
all work together really, really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one person that I'm really excited about
Yeah.
is Nancy Vasquez.
Okay.
Now, Nancy Vasquez has a movie coming out Morph,
Okay.
which is going to be awesome.
And who's in
I
that?
play
Uh-huh.
Professor Cortez.
Ah, so we'll see you again.
Giselle
Mhm.
Romero
Mhm.
plays my wife in here, in
Ah.
this one.
Okay.
Now,
whose movie is this?
This is Nancy Vasquez's
It's her movie. It is. Okay.
Exactly, just Nancy Vasquez's movie.
Okay.
It's a great film and things like that. I was fortunate that in the trailer they actually used my voice to actually narrate the trailer. So I thought it was kind of cool.
That's awesome.
That's the first time
That you did that.
that happened, which was awesome. Nancy's writing The Streets too.
She is. So
Yeah.
she's.
We're
running
pretty
with you,
we're
working
pretty
together.
much done.
Okay.
Streets 2 is already pretty much done. I'm already thinking of who is writing already, like Streets 3.
Ah.
But I've already have ideas already, because we've already had some conversations already, the person and I. So we'll figure it out, you know, as we go along and stuff like that, you know. The main thing is in order for us to keep going with these films,
Right.
we need to get people to invest in the film.
Right.
You understand? People want to get out there and they
Yes.
want to see these films and all that kind of stuff. We need to get that executive producer that says, here's the money, here's the budget, go run, do what you got to do, get it together, let's get out there and let's work hard and win some awards.
It's all these things that have to come together to make everything, the magic happen.
Exactly.
To have that right break.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It has to, everything has to kind of like coincide. It's almost like in life when you have to ride that wave.
Absolutely.
When you ride the wave,
Yeah.
and you're on that wave, you can go there for you can just go for a long time. But once you fall off that surfboard,
Right.
that's it.
Well, it's like
Then you have to rebuild.
It's like actors and their field, that some can ride that wave a long time, and then others have a short career.
And that's it.
Yeah.
It ends. And unfortunately, though, a lot is because they had issues with drugs, They have problems in their own life with people.
That's a lot of actors that when they're young, they start off young and then their career and they get into
even in Hollywood.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let's even go to the Hollywood thing that everybody's talking about with all these guys and this guy, you know, made this one sleep with me and this and that.
That's big right now.
But that's been going on
forever.
Forever.
Yeah, and,
okay?
and some women use that intentionally to push themselves forward. They know
to push
the game. It's a game in every different
They know
direction.
how to push. They know how to push that career.
Right.
Once they're in there, then they.
So not everybody's a victim.
Exactly.
Right. So there are women that play that piece with guys, young guys.
And it's right, and it goes vice versa.
It does.
It's girls in Hollywood. You got to do favors for them if you want to get parts with them also. It don't matter if it's a guy, a girl, or whatever. I mean, it's a whole.
It's different. It depends on the headset. You know, if somebody's naive and they then they can feel like, oh my God, what's going on? You know, but to be in a position and it's intentional where they know they're manipulating their career, then it's wrong to say, you know. But that's it. It's Hollywood's a game, life is a game, and it's how you want to play it.
Well, life. I always say that life doesn't come with a manual. Kids don't come with a manual.
Right, it's true.
So, you know, when we make our own lives, we have to do the best that we can in our lives.
That's true.
You understand? Like, I can't be you.
No.
You can't be me.
Absolutely.
I can't be my son.
Right.
My son can't be me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, everybody in this world has their own character. And that's the whole thing. Some people get along with other people's characters better.
Right.
Some people don't like other people's
They don't click,
characters.
But it's to live your truth.
Right.
And to live your passion.
Right.
And to enjoy every minute. And that's why I love connecting with you and seeing how things evolve, because you, like me, we live our passion. I love the aspect of holistic health and helping people shine. And you help people shine in a whole different way with the editing and everything else.
And I always said to myself, don't take life too serious. Because it's too short. Have your fun, enjoy yourself, because life is beautiful.
It is.
You know, a lot of times when certain things may happen in your life, it's because you brought wrong people into your life.
Right. It's very important to surround yourself with positive, great people who are supportive. And
that's what it's about. You have to.
You know what? I think the more you feel good about you draw in people with that type of an energy. Well, Eddie, this has been a lot of fun. I'm excited to see and to show everybody that clip on Streets 2, the director's cut.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And look forward to working with you more.
Well, I'm hoping that this year is a great year for everybody.
Absolutely.
You know, for your show and for what we're working on. Yes. The different people that are starting to come into our lives now that have been asking, you know, they want movies done, they want booming jobs done, they want different things. So
all the things that you're great at.
Right. So hopefully we can get all of that sewed up and we can make things happen.
No, it's amazing how you got into so many different aspects of what a movie takes. You've nailed the sound, you got the editing going on, you've got the recording and the video as well. So, I mean, there's so many pieces to create that quality of what it needs to.
And when I went to 5 towns, it's so funny because when I went for audio recording.
Okay.
Because that's what it was. It was just audio. And I kept saying to myself, I'm not going to need this film stuff. You see what happened?
And it became your passion.
Right.
So thank goodness.
It was, I needed the film more. But of course you need audio also because audio is the whole movie.
Right. If you can't hear it and it doesn't sound right, you miss it.
You're not going nowhere.
Right.
You're not going nowhere.
It's the details.
Right. Don't matter about your visuals, don't matter how you do it and stuff like that. It's just not going to go anywhere.
Well, thank you again for joining us.
You're welcome.
And until next time.
Definitely. It was great to spend some time with you and
always
talk about
wonderful.
everything with the film and everything. And like I said, I wish everybody success out there. Work hard, do what you got to do, and have a great night.
And live your passion.
And live your passion. There you go.
Blessings.
Excuse me, Detective Brown.
Yeah, hold on a minute. I gotta call you back. Hey, what's up?
I have one word for you. Bingo!
I swear, officer, I swear, you got the wrong guy, right?
Forget about it. They're doing the same shit to me.
Tell me. Well, he told me a Chinese guy came in. He was checking out all my work, and he actually wanted to buy all my paintings.
So what's weird about that? You don't want your work sold?
Absolutely. I mean, that would be great. But he also told me that this guy just came in from Miami, and he actually drove off in a beautiful, expensive car.
You're a fucking legend. Holy shit, that's so awesome. I knew we had a connection. I knew it.
You fucking snitch, motherfucker! David, what the fuck? What do you mean, what the fuck? You're a fucking snitch, you fucking piece of shit. I ain't fucking ratted a day in my life. You're a fucking liar. I never ratted. You're a fucking piece of shit liar, you motherfucker. You see this piece of shit? Tony, take care of this piece of shit.
Everyone freeze! Put your hands up now!
Put him up! Get him up! Anybody moves, I'm gonna shoot you. You smirking.
Think of the money. We could be like Bonnie and fucking Clyde. Only pink and blue. What do you say? Instead of robbing banks, we'll get back into the game. My real name's Blue. I'm Blue.
Wow. Oh my god, seriously? I mean, do you really want to get back into this? I mean, I missed it too. I mean, the thrill, I mean, the amazing feeling of feeling those cards. Shit.
Fashion Week is now started in about 2 minutes. So we're going to say goodbye for the moment, capture you doing your shtick walking down the walkway. Yes. And we're going to keep you up on the magic that's going to happen before we get into the so I'm really excited. So thank you for joining us and more fun to come.
Top to bottom with a swing, overlap, sleeve, and a unique.
Hi, this is Elle, and I'm here with Prince Mario-Max.
Hello, hello. I'm so happy to be here in New York City for a great cause because we're supporting the victims of Puerto Rico.
Yes.
And I've been a lot in Puerto Rico actually.
And of course, we have another celebrity model of Papa Fresco. As you can see, the sleek dress coming out with
the family founded Hamburg, Lübeck and Kiel. And my grandmother happens to be Princess Theodora of Denmark, which is still a monarchy, and the Danish family is the oldest royal house in Europe, so it goes back 1,100 years to the Viking kings.
This can be worn at any Sunday occasion, as you can see.
From Sunday to Sundance, it's amazing everywhere.
Yeah, well it sounds like your life is like a fairy tale. and besides the evening of a cause, what you do is very passionate about bringing information out to people as well.
I do. Yeah. So I'm a TV host, and I love it when the TV hosts meet each other.
Absolutely.
And I'm the one and only top to bottom with a swing, overlap, sleeve, and a unique.
I'm a proud member of LA Press Club, the Austrian Press Club, and the Telemark League. It's all about the true news, and don't we live that? So there's so many amazing anchors and journalists who work for the good, and I just love that. And we always need to spread the word that people don't get confused. The fake news might be just a very nice stuff.
And gentlemen, if you want some nice shirts with bow ties, you must look at
True news, that's what we stand for.
I think when you're living passion, making a difference in the world, and sharing, just caring what's real, what's going on. And so now you're based out in LA?
Yeah. I'm now based in LA, and it's such a great hub, a great city, because of all the arts, the entertainment, the action.
And I know everyone's not
expand your horizons by meeting so many people.
Very creative
And
people.
it's an artistic thing. That is what I truly love. I love working with artists, and I feel we as creators, we are artists in our own.
Yes.
So.
And so you have a show coming out. Tell us a little bit more what to expect and how to find it.
Yeah, so the show is called Astro Royal, A-S-T-R-O, Astro Royal, and I brought it to America. It came originally from Europe 10 years ago. We were airing in Europe with 102.7 million households. We have a satellite frequency on Astro TV, and we're in all cable networks, and we have a stream, and a Facebook stream. So it's happening everywhere there, and it's going to happen here as well. So I'm excited, and I just did guest starring on VH1, and I did a show on Bravo, and I'm an expert for royalty on ABC, on Fox News, and on NBC. That's the three networks I worked with here as a royalty expert.
Royalty expert.
Yes.
Yes.
Being a prince is fun.
It is fabulous. It is fabulous.
I can sit back.
himself, Jose Lopez, for the Yaya Guali Taino Drive.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Out of respect for the indigenous people of Puerto Rico, the Tainos, I'm going to say the direction ceremony where we call our ancestors to bless us. Please bear with us. To the east, we call our ancestors Sobiano, Ketenowa, Kotinowa, Lukono Bawiri, Karaya, Macaudawa, Huasicawa, Guanawa, and Dabua. Abuelos y abuelas del Oriente, somos sus nietos. Con alegría nos limpiamos de nuestros escombros. Nos unimos para dar y para recibir. Nosotros todos somos familia. Grandfathers and grandmothers of the East, we are your grandchildren. With joy we clear away the debris within ourselves. We join together to give and to receive. We are all one family. To the South.
Hi, I'm Elle, and I'm here with Olga. This was the most incredible event you put together. Well, your heart is incredible, your talent is phenomenal, and you did an amazing thing for Puerto Rico.
Thank you so much, and hopefully people in the future will take over from there and continue doing events.
So tell everybody how they can find you and see more of your beautiful fashions.
Sure, you can find me at popandpresskajournal.org, which is my publication, or at popandpreska.com, which is popimpreska.com.
An incredible powerhouse with an incredible eye and a beautiful heart.
Thank you so much, and God is willing, you know, and we will help people out there, and the world will become warmer and kinder towards each other.
There's nothing more beautiful than somebody living their passion, and you're living it.
Yes, thank you so much. It's by grace of God, and we're moving forward with our talents and wishes.
Well, all our love and all my love.
Thank you so much,
Mwah.
Ellen. Oh.